Hello students. Today we are going to learn chapter number 20 of class 8, that is exponents and powers. Okay. In the previous period or in the previous part, we have learned that what are exponents and powers, what is base, how to write a number in exponential form. Now, today in part 2, we are going to learn about some laws of exponents. Okay. So, let us start it. Now, before learning the laws of exponents, let us solve one example. Okay. So, here it is given that evaluate the following. Evaluate means we have to find the value. Okay, so now it is given as 2 upon 5 bracket raised to 3. We have learned in the previous year that if for numerator and denominator same power is there, it means that this power is for numerator also and for denominator also. So that we have written here, we can write it as 2 raised to 3 and 5 raised to 3. Now 2 raised to 3 means 2 is multiplied 3 times. Okay, and 5 raised to 3 means 5 is multiplied 3 times, or 5 is multiplying itself 3 times. Okay, so now 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 5 fives are 25, 25 fives are 125. Okay, now whenever you're solving more examples on this one, if this part you're not writing, then also it will work. Okay, as per the question, you have to decide whether you should write this one or not. Okay, now let us see laws of exponents one by one. Okay, now let us see the first laws of exponent. In real, this one is the last law, but we have considered it first. Okay, so it is given that if a upon b raised to minus n, that is if any number is there and if its power is a negative, so it is better to write this power as a positive power. Okay, so if you want to write this negative power as a positive, then we have to take the reciprocal of the base. Okay, remember, this one is base, this one is power. Here power is a negative, so if you want to make it positive, what you have to do, here it is a upon b, so we have to take its reciprocal, it will become b upon a. So now let us solve some examples based on it one. Okay, so for example, consider this one. Now here it is given that evaluate the following. Okay, we have to evaluate this one, means we have to find its value. Now here it is given as 3 upon 5 raised to minus 3. Remember that if the power is negative, right now we cannot find its value, so it is better that if you want to evaluate it further or find its value, we have to change this power as a positive power. If you will change this power, then what is the rule? We have to write a reciprocal of this number. So now solution, so we have changed this minus 3 as a 3. So at the same time, what we have to do, here it was 3 upon 5. So now we have written its reciprocal as a 5 upon 3. The next our same rule, that is this power is for both numerator and for denominator. So we have written it as a 5 raised to 3, 3 raised to 3. Okay. Now what is 5 raised to 3? Means 5 is multiplied 3 times. So that value is 125. 3 raised to 3 means 3 is multiplied 3 times. So the answer is yes, 125 upon 27. Okay. Now let us look at next example. One more example based on same topic. Okay. Now here we have 2 upon 7 raised to 4. Now here the power is already positive, so no need to make any reciprocal over here. So now what we will do, we'll directly give this power for both numerator as well as denominator. So in next step you will get 2 raised to 4 upon 7 raised to 4. Okay, now what is the value of 2 raised to 4? So that is, it means that 2 is multiplied 4 times, so the answer is 16. 7 raised to 4 means 7 is multiplying itself how many times? 4 times. Okay, so the answer is 2401. Okay, so this is our first law. Now let us move towards the second law. Now here, suppose if you have a rational number and a power to it m, then it is multiplied by the same base, that is here also it is a upon b raised to m into a upon b raised to n. In other words, we can say that two numbers having same base and different powers, if they are multiplied with each other, then what we do, we write the base only one time and the powers are added. Okay, again listen, when two numbers having same base and different powers are multiplied, we write the base only one time and we add the powers. Okay, so now let us see some examples based on this one. Okay, so here it is given again, evaluate. So what we have to evaluate? Now here it is given as 3 upon 4 raised to 3 into 3 upon 4 raised to 2. So we are having two numbers with same base but with different powers. So what is the rule? We will write the base only one time. So we have written here one time, and then we will add these powers. So we have written here 3 plus 2. In next step, now 3 upon 4 raised to, it will become 3 plus 2 means 5. Now this 5 is for both numerator, for denominator. If you want, you can stop up to this step, then also it will be correct. Okay, as per the requirement, if it is given further to, if it is asked further to find its value, then you have to proceed further as, now this 5 we will write for numerator, at the same time denominator. So you will get 3 raised to 5, 4 raised to 5. Now 3 raised to 5 means 3 is multiplying itself how many times? 5 times. So the answer is 243. And 4 raised to 5 means 4 is multiplying itself 5 times. So the answer is 1024. So what is our final answer? That is 243 upon 1024. Let us consider one more example on this second property or this next law. Now, here it is given that 2 upon 7 raised to minus 3 multiplied by again 2 upon 7 but with different power, that is 5. Now here two numbers are having same base and different powers. They are multiplying each other. So what we have to do? Again same rule, we will add these powers. Okay, so we have written here 2 upon 7 raised to minus 3 plus 5. Okay, now this 2 upon 7 will remain as it is. Now these powers, they are having opposite sign. So whenever opposite signs are there, what we are doing? We are doing subtraction of numbers. So 5 minus 3, 2. Okay, so now this 2 is both for numerator at the same time for denominator. So in next step you will get 2 raised to 2, 7 raised to 2. Now 2 raised to 2 means 2 into 2, so that is 4. 7 raised to 2 means 7 into 7, that is 49. Okay, now let us look at next rule, that is third rule. Okay, now here it is given as, if two numbers, that is a upon b, a upon b, again they are having same base and different powers, if they are dividing each other. Again listen, if two numbers with same base and different powers, if they are dividing each other, then at that time what we will do? We will write the base only one time and we will do subtraction of powers. Okay, considering that this is greater than this one or no need. Okay, so again listen, if two numbers with same base and different powers are divided, then what we do? We write this base only one time and then we do subtraction of powers. Okay, so let us see some examples based on this rule. So now here in this example we have minus 2 upon 5 raised to minus 7 divided by again minus 2 upon 5 raised to 4. Now two numbers are there with same base and different powers and they are dividing each other. So what we will do? We will write subtraction of this power. Okay, so in next step you get, we'll write the base as it is. So minus 2 upon 5 raised to, now here we have minus 7 of this one. Now remember that this minus, let me highlight it with a different color. So this minus is of subtraction. Okay, so now what you will get? Minus 7 minus this 4. Okay, that we have written here. So next step what you will get? This minus 2 upon 5 as it is. Okay, now both the numbers are having same sign. So when the numbers have same sign, what we do? We add the numbers. So 7 plus 4, 11, and sign of greater number is minus, so we have written here minus. Now we don't want this power to be negative, we want to make it positive. So if you want to make it positive, what you will do, we will take reciprocal of this number, that is base. Okay, so reciprocal of base means now minus 2 is in numerator, so it will go to denominator, and 5 is in denominator, it will come to numerator. So next step you will get 5 upon minus 2 raised to 11. Okay, now this minus sign, if you are keeping upside, then also the value will be same, that already we have learned. So finally our answer is yes. What is the answer? That is minus 5 upon 2 raised to 11. Okay, now let us consider one more example based on the same topic. So now here we have 3 upon 11 raised to 5 divided by 3 upon 11 raised to minus 6. Now here again same condition. We have two numbers with same base and different powers. They are dividing each other. So at that time what we will do? We'll write the base only one time and powers will be subtracting. Okay. So we have written this 3 upon 11 only one time, base as it is. Now this is our first power, so we have written here 5. Now remember this minus is of what? It is of subtraction, that is rule. Okay, and what we have to subtract? We have to subtract this minus 6. Okay, now in next step this base will be as it is, that is 3 upon 11, but this minus minus, it will become plus over here. Okay, so in next step we get 5 plus 6. Then next what we have to do, this base as it is, that is 3 upon 11, and the power will be sum of these two, that is 11. Okay, so what is our final answer? 3 upon 11 raised to 11. Okay, so hope you all must have understood up till here. So this much is enough for today. Thank you, have a nice